All right, hey, so this is just a short video to first off welcome anybody new to the channel. This is going to be posted onto YouTube, and on the same day, I'm going to be posting a VOD of a previous video from much earlier in the year, back in March. And so, yeah, this is first off, welcome to anybody new. My name is K-Rizzle, a la K-Rizzle72. And I also want to say not only just hello to the new folks, but thank you to the folks who've been supporting the channel and the streams. Y'all come out every evening, on every other Tuesday, which is already a weird thing, and then every Wednesday. And there's like a handful of y'all that come week after week, regardless of what I'm doing or what silliness I'm doing. And so I just really appreciate the support. Definitely makes the stream better. It would not be nearly as good if not for you out there contributing and giving me stuff to kind of react to. Especially as we did some of these kind of more challenge based things. It definitely made things during the quiet times. It made things go a lot quicker. So I really do appreciate that. And so again, just really, really cannot say thank you enough. So then the kind of the next thing I want to talk about real quick is the channel moving forward. Keep saying the channel because this is going to get posted to YouTube. So the streams have all gone really well. And we've come a long way. In this VOD that I'm uploading today, you'll notice that I have like 16, 17 followers or on Twitch at the time. As of recording this, I have 37. So we've more than doubled the size of the stream, which is incredible. And uh, I'm I'm just so excited for where it's going. One of the things that I've sort of known has to happen in order to get to that next step is that we need to start branching out the channel beyond just Twitch, right? Like, if we only ever do Twitch streams, Twitch doesn't really do a great job of promoting new content creators that way. Um, Not that YouTube does it great, but one of the things I've heard over and over again is that if you are serious about growing your channel, you need to branch out into different medias, and basically that will cause them to come back to you. Um, so my plan right now, again, I'm a part-time streamer. I'd love to put just tons and tons of time into this. Pardon me, but this is my something I do for fun. I have a full-time job that keeps me busy more than 40 hours a week. So and other commitments. So with that in mind, I can't do like the whole some people are like, oh yeah, you need to like be releasing content on like a weekly basis, and like you need to like or like at least some sort of regular schedule. It's like, well, I can't commit to that. I have too much in my life. So something I'm going to try. No guarantees. Life gets in the way, but I'm going to try and commit to a video a month. Some of them are going to be low quality, like this first one we're uploading here is literally a VOD from March. Than the first time I attempted the Penny Dreadful Old Cards Challenge. Um, so this is kind of going to be new, unexplored territory for me, though. I already have an idea for January's video. Um, the goal is going to be to release it at the end of every month. Um, Obviously, sometimes I might release it at the beginning of the next month. Sometimes I might release it, uh, you know, I go a month without posting anything, and then post like 2 or 3 things the next day. It's I'm gonna do what makes sense for me at the end of the day. But I really hope that that will help me grow as a content creator, and also will help kind of grow the channel a little bit. Um, and so kind of with that in mind, I've learned a lot already just about like streaming. I believe back in I'm gonna call it summer, I guess. I don't know. Um, I was mostly streaming like Dark Souls speedruns and doing the Penny Dreadful Old Cards challenge. Those were like the two things I did. And what I found was that my viewership was really, really low. Like even like there was a handful of y'all who are super committed to the best. But it just even that at the end of the day, one of them is literally me banging my head against a brick wall, and the other is they're both kind of they're both me banging my head against a brick wall. I guess the Dark Souls speedrun thing would be more interesting if I was a top-notch player, but I'm not. And old cards challenge would have been more interesting if it wasn't just luck. So something I learned was the importance in having variety in what I do, and paying attention to what's interesting, right? So even this last thing we did a Pokemon Yellow Nuzlocke, and I thought at the beginning that it was super important that I did all of the run on stream and never ever ever took anything offline. I've now determined that that is not a good way to create content. Like nobody likes showing up for 3-hour streams where all I do is grind uh Pokemon. Like that's just not really that interesting. So, lessons like that, things like so in that situation I learned, okay, yeah, I could just train offline and then stop the next time I'm done training. And then when people come back, they'll be excited to watch me continue. So, little things like that we've learned. Um so I expect that this will be something I learn as I'm uh kind of launching my YouTube channel again. There's a few things I've already kind of considered, but I'll keep you all in the loop as I make those decisions. One thing I've considered is, do I want to make a new channel as opposed to kind of I've had this my current YouTube channel for literally 12 years, maybe even 13, and there's a couple old silly videos on there that probably shouldn't be. Like, they got copyright claims and they're kind of silly. Um, so I've considered just making a new channel. For this first one, it's just a VOD, so I'm not too worried if it doesn't do well. I was mostly interested in the process of uploading a video and making a thumbnail and silly stuff like that. So we'll see. Um, we'll see where that goes. Um, So the last thing I want to do, I don't want this to just be me rambling. I want to share something with y'all, and that's the list. So at some point, I would like to. So the long story short is that I would like to sort of do a reset, if you will, of my channel and really reevaluate what kind of content I want to do on here. Um, I suspect it wouldn't be dramatically different from what's on this list you see before you. Um, but I would like to have my right now, what I've done is mostly random slash like stuff that I was sort of doing already, and now I just gave it a new place to do it. So, for example, right now, I was going to play Bioshock Remastered. Now I'm just streaming it. I was going to play Dark Souls 2 at some point. Now I'm just streaming it. Um, I like doing Pokemon Nuzlocks. This is a great place to do it. Playing Penny Dreadful, blah blah blah. Um, so I would like to kind of do more exploration into what kind of content I create, do. But for now, uh, I simply just have stuff that's on the docket that I've said I wanted to do, and I don't want to not do it. So before I can kind of reevaluate, I want to get through this list. Now, this list might literally take the full year. It's entirely possible. Or maybe it won't. Maybe I'll zoom through some of these things. The ongoing ones, I probably will do less of, or maybe sprinkle in amongst the things that I'm doing actively or upcoming, as I put it there. Um, some of those are really easy, right? Like the Penny Dreadful stuff. Like I'm just gonna build Penny Dreadful Samurai deck. Do it once, laugh about it, and move on. Same with squirrels and uh, even the burn deck, Vintage League. We're just gonna do a Vintage League. Yeah, like that goes. Um, the Nuzlockes have uh, kind of a point of no return, I guess, is seems to be the consensus amongst viewers here. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to do them to their completions per se, but if I get really far and then fail randomly, uh, we might put it back burner for a different day. Um, Kinda that part's kinda unclear. I mean, we had talked about in Pokemon Yellow, it's like, "Yeah, we've been doing this for, like, a month now. What if I lose to Lance? Do I start over right away?" And the answer was kinda, "Well, stop for now, do it later." And then so we that's kinda where we're at with some of this stuff. So, yeah, I kinda think I'm gonna call it there. I didn't wanna I've already talked more than I really wanted to, but I really wanted to just thank you all and share what I'm thinking and the direction I'm going. And so all I can ask is I can't ask anything. All I can say is thank you for the support. If you want to keep supporting the stream, keep showing up. Uh, if we can get to that 50 follower mark, then I can start getting subscriptions. And once you start getting subscriptions, I can start investing into the stream. Right now, literally anything that you see is like coming out of my budget, right? Out of my personal money. So it'd be cool if we had some funds that we could just use just for the stream and do cool stuff with. But uh, for now, stay tuned. I'm still having fun with it, so I'm not too worried about the money. It's not about the money. It's just about having fun and doing stuff. So, any rate, I hope you all have a great rest of the end of the year. We will be back. As I am posting this, I've also posted that Penny Dreadful VOD from March. If you want to go and watch Kyle, who doesn't know what he's doing and has his green screen filter on, even though he doesn't notice it, and is really bad at using MTGO. If you want to watch that, I'd appreciate even if you just scrolled through just to see your favorite moments. But all right, I think that's it for today. Thanks everybody. K-Rizzle out. Happy New Year.